Hello, hello. Karma here with Lewis Acre Farm and my beautiful co-host.
Hi, I'm Glenda from Grace and Fire.
And this is Taco Bout It Tuesday, and we are so glad that you're here with us today. We're going to sit back, relax, have a chit chat, or a chin wag, as I like to call it,
Yeah,
and we're just going to enjoy each other's company and have a little time out, a little
yeah,
time to relax, have some fun, have some good conversation, and just take a break from all that's going on around us. Glenda and I were just having a little talk, and we're both
yeah,
enjoying the ride, um,
yeah.
facing life head on. We
Yes,
have things in our own lives that could weigh us down if we allowed them to,
yeah,
but we're choosing to face them with grace
yeah.
and with positivity
Hmm.
and not allow life to pull us into the mully grubs.
Yep, as my
And
grandpa used to say.
we're
Yeah,
taking this opportunity on Talk About It Tuesday to leave all of that behind us
we need
and just
to.
enjoy your company
Yeah,
and enjoy our friendship.
that's right. That's
So,
right.
welcome. Who is here with us today, Glenda?
Well, under your live, of course, Restream won't let me pull it up, but I went and I checked just before I pressed it. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, was the first person into your chat, and she said hello to everybody. And then first into my chat was Randy, Missouri Outlaw, which I don't think he's really an outlaw. I mean, come on now. Come on, Randy. You're our favorite truck driver. You might not be trucking, and you're our favorite quilter. And I watched the replay for the quilt giveaway, and I know I was late. I saw the mail that you did a mail call. I got to go back and watch it. I have not watched it, but I did catch it right before I came on. So Randy, I'll go back and I'll watch that replay. So Randy was first in, and then next in was the beautiful Becky Benton, and so now we're going to go ahead and pick up. So Becky Benton was the next comment in, and she was replying to hello, we'll be starting in 5 minutes. And so she said, oh, okay, but she was second in. And then up here is our Randy, and she had to put her makeup on and do her hair. I'd only do it for y'all. I mean, otherwise you get the real grit with the makeup, without the makeup, without with the
I
hair
just
going
did my
out.
hair.
I know.
It's just
He's
that
it's
simple, you know?
gorgeous. I was just saying, you look gorgeous today. And like today, I decided I wasn't gonna have gym hair because normally I'm coming in and it's gym hair, don't care. You all sweaty and I have natural curly hair, so out there with the hair. So then the next in was the beautiful Rebecca Touched by Yarn. She said she shared us out. Girl, we want you
Thank
to sit back,
you.
take a relax. I hope you have a drink. I've got my water here, so I hope you have a drink. Cheers to
I've
our
got
Rebecca.
I've got an iced caramel coffee with a shot of espresso and caramel drizzle.
Hello. That sounds much better than my Plano H2O.
It's compliments of Ronson. He
Oh,
was
how
on his way out here.
nice.
He's here today. He's doing
Oh,
some projects for us out in the yard. He helped get our swamp cooler figured out.
oh, good.
Apparently, there's two cords stuffed in the little cubby hole for the pump.
Oh
One
my.
cord is just there because they wanted to stuff an extra cord, and one cord is the actual cord for the pump.
Oh my
Well, the
goodness.
only cord that we could find and knew about was the cord that's just hanging out there for the pleasure. And we didn't even know there was a second cord in there when we went to plug the pump in the other day. And the pump wouldn't work. We tried it in other outlets and it works. So we're like, uh, help! And Ronson's our tech guy, and he knows how to fix electrical stuff.
So he
So
got you
he
booked
didn't even
in.
realize the second cord was in there, and he couldn't understand why that. palsy cord was getting power. So he thought there was a problem with the control panel. He
Uh,
got to looking at the control panel, and when he moved the control panel, he saw this other cord hanging out in there. And he managed to pull that other cord through the cubby hole and plugged in the pump. And hey, guess what? It works. So now we
hey,
have
Ronson,
actual
can you come help me
water.
out with something? Can you come? I'm working with a company out of England trying to figure out what I've done wrong with the solar panel. Can you come on over, Ronson? Just come on.
It might be that extra cord that's not doing anything that you're plugging into, and there might be a hidden cord that you didn't know about.
It's possible because believe it or not, there is a chord that I'm questioning. So Ronson, I might need you, okay? Hook a girl up. Well, next in was Barry. Barry says, Happy Tuesday, Glenda and Karma. Hey,
Okay.
Barry. And then
For a little
Rebecca
bit, yeah.
was
I'll
saying
go back out
hi,
and spray it in a little while.
saying
Thank
hi.
you.
And then was Jaden. Jaden says, Hello. So, hey to Jaden. Thank you to each and every single one of y'all for
Hey,
being here.
Jaden. Thank you for being here.
Yes, yes. Well, it has just been a glorious day for the most
Did you
part.
did you already call out Berry Berry?
I did.
I
I
missed it when I
did.
was
That's
talking.
okay.
I'm
Let
sorry.
me.
Hey, Berry.
There
Thank you
we
for
go.
being here.
Yes, yes. It is. I don't know about you, but we have had some nice weather. How is yours going? Your weather today?
Oh my gosh. Last week, right
Yeah,
here in Podunk, Idaho, we hit 104.
that's too soon.
May 31st, we were 104 degrees. That is way off the charts too soon. We don't hit 100 until at least the second or third week of June.
My
We were
goodness.
104. Guess what it is today? It's like 78.
What?
Let me see. I've got it right
What?
here. I've got it right. Oh, hey, it is 80. Nope, it dropped back down to 78. It was 80 just about a half an hour ago, but it's down to
Wow.
78.
My. Well, we are supposed to get our first 90 degrees, what they're saying for us in our area. So we will see if we hit the 90. It's got maybe another hour and then we'll know for sure. So it's our first hot day on record. We've been in the mid 70s, but we're going to crash tomorrow and be in the low 70s. And as we get thunderstorms coming through our area.
This
Um,
is perfect weather to me. Anywhere between 65 and 85,
mhm,
golden. Because
yeah.
I don't know if any of you have ever been in dry heat.
Yeah.
I know you have. I
Yeah.
know you have, Glenda. But
Yeah.
that dry heat, oh, it will suck the air right out of you. It
I don't
can.
know. I think humid air. When I flew home from Arizona, because we lived in Idaho, but I didn't fly home during the summertime. But when we lived in Arizona, I came home for a visit, and it's that dry heat. Now, Phoenix has humidity, but Tucson is dry. It reminds me of Idaho. And
Mm-hmm.
when I flew into Louisville, they had us like because we were on a smaller plane. I switched flights, so we were on a smaller flight or a smaller plane. They had us come off the plane outside, right? So we didn't
Mm-hmm.
have the thing that runway whatever come up to us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I hit that air, I went. I just
For
gasped for all
me,
that humidity.
for me, I maybe it's because I'm asthmatic, but
Mhm.
when you get that, when it's so hot and so dry and you're sweating, you're losing your moisture. If you do
Oh,
not
you
stay
have to
well
drink.
hydrated,
Mhm.
if you do not stay well hydrated and you go out into that heat, it
That's the
sucks it
truth.
all out of you.
That's
And
the
you will
truth.
get heat stroke like that.
Yeah.
You will get heat stroke. in the
Mhm.
dry, in the dry, arid desert. You
Yeah.
will get it, guaranteed,
Yeah.
if you do not keep yourself hydrated, because it sucks the moisture out of you, and your lungs have to stay moist or
Yeah.
they don't function. And
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It just sucks the air right out of you because you
Yeah.
can't breathe
Yeah.
if you don't
Yeah.
have moisture in your lungs.
Well, for me, I hit that humidity and I went, I can't breathe because there's too much humidity. And then
Well,
about 2 years ago, I actually passed out from the heat and the humidity. I literally hit the ground on the concrete.
oof.
And I thought I was I hydrated. I drank a lot of water, but apparently it wasn't enough. But
We
um,
went to Missouri um 2 times in the last 6 years, I believe it's been.
mhm,
Both times for funerals. Once was in August and once was in September.
yeah.
And they're humid.
Oh, yeah. They're very
You
humid.
and
Mhm.
I was fine. I didn't I didn't think that it was humid. I was warned, "Oh, it's going to be so bad. You're going to suffer in the humidity. It's going to be so hot." And I'm like, um,
Yeah.
okay. This
Yeah.
isn't bad. I dealt with it just fine. Maybe it's because of the moisture. It
Might be
didn't
because of
hurt
the
my lungs.
change, like, the change for you might because, like, for the change for me, it bothered me coming home, but it might be the change, like, maybe, like, what your body was missing, and you needed that,
The
and it felt
moisture.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
felt good too. I could see that. I could see that. For me coming
And
home, I
also
had a hard time.
because we drove, maybe it was the gradual
Slowly. Mhm.
that could have
Acclimating.
helped. But
Yeah,
yeah, I did not suffer at all
that's good.
in
That's
Missouri
good.
and Arkansas when we went there. Um,
Aw, here,
but
wait, I see a question here.
yes. Well, I'm actually glad you brought that up, Jaden, because it's hard to hold Meet Me Monday when you don't have a guest.
Mhm.
Now, I have one person, and I'm in the process of getting an email to them. And this person has been extremely, extremely patient, waiting for their opportunity to be a guest on my show. And hopefully that will come this next week. But after that, I don't have anybody to interview. So it's kind of hard to hold a Meet Me Monday without a guest.
Yeah.
So that brings me to inviting everyone who is a creator with content on their channel. If you are a creator with content, I need you guys to fill out the form on my About section. It says request to be interviewed. All it is a simple Google Docs form. It asks you for your name, it asks you for your channel link, it asks you for an alternate contact form if you have it. It asks you what your channel is about and what you hope to gain from an interview. That's all it asks you. And then I can reach out to you. We can discuss the interview and set up a date. Here's the thing, I go live every Monday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you're not available during that time, thank you, Glenda.
Mhm.
If you are not available during that time, that's okay. Because what I can do is I can get together with you outside of that time frame. We can conduct the interview and I can air it as a premiere. It's entirely possible to still do your interview without you having to be there during that time slot. Don't let that time slot hold you back from getting your interview. These interviews are entirely for your benefit.
Mhm.
They're for you. They're not for me, they're for you. They're an opportunity to plug your channel, to invite people that may not otherwise find your channel, and maybe gain 1 or 2 subscribers who will then share you out with their followers who might actually get you another 1 or 2 subscribers,
Mhm.
or at least a few watch hours.
Yeah.
So reach out, please.
Yeah.
I love doing those interviews. It gives me joy to be able to give that gift to you as a creator. And to not be able to go live and do those interviews hurts my heart. It hurts my heart that it, like I was telling Glenda before, I have people say, "Oh, yeah, I want to come on and do an interview." And I will say, "Go fill out the form."
Mhm.
And I never hear from them.
And don't be
I,
scared because I wonder if people are just scared. And I think,
I
I think don't be scared. And it's karma makes you feel welcomed and at ease. And if you have never done an interview, this is a great opportunity to do it in a safe space. Karma is very um kind and and easygoing, and she just wants to help you out. So I'm just going to put a little plug in. So it is a
thank
safe
you.
place to try an interview for the first time, and you'll
And if
probably be nervous, but karma's going to like calm that all down for you.
and if you've never ever gone live before, this is an opportunity to go
Mhm.
live for the first time with somebody, which makes it
Mhm.
easier.
Yeah.
And the other thing is too, it truly is just 2 people getting to know each other. It's like sitting across the table, sharing a cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea or whatever your drink of choice is. You're just sitting there across the table, sharing back and forth, getting to know each other. Forget about the people in chat. Forget
Mhm.
about them. You truly are just 2 people sharing back and forth, getting to know each other. And you're
Mhm.
getting to tell me all about you and all about your channel. And
Mhm.
that's really all it is.
That's it. That's it. It's
So,
real easy going. I mean, honestly, I had a great time doing the Meet Me Monday. It was a lot of fun. So I highly recommend if you've never done one, do it. What are you waiting on?
and if you have already done an interview, um, invite your friends
Yeah.
to your fellow creators to reach out. I mean, you don't know how many emails I have sent out to people who I know that are creators. And I've had people say, "Oh, sure, I'd love to." And then when I email them back to set it up, I never hear back from them.
Mm,
Or they'll say, "Sure, but not right now."
mm,
And I never hear back from them. Or I just never hear back from them.
right. No.
And as a creator who's trying to do this as a way to help promote your channel, it's frustrating and discouraging.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Forms in the chat. Well, I we had another question come through, and I wanted to make sure, or maybe a statement. Sorry, I sent you a
Oh, I
picture
can't
of the
wait to
punch.
see that.
Yes, I'm sure it's beautiful. Rebecca, whatever she creates, it's always
Yay,
stunning.
Arlene.
Hi, Arlene. Thank you for being here. Now, who do you have?
This is Miss Opal.
Aw, hi, Opal.
Doesn't she look like Topper?
She does. She does. Hi. Oh, there we go. Oh, we say you had your head up,
She
showing off
even
your.
has the tail.
She's getting so big. How much does she weigh now? Do you know?
She is about 1 pound and 9 ounces. She's almost as big as her older cousins. All of China's babies are about that weight, except for one who's almost 2 pounds already. Her
Oh,
look-alike, Mr. Bubba. Yep, Bubba Floyd is almost 2 pounds.
oh,
Um, Little Junior is almost 3 pounds. This one here is 6.5 weeks old.
Oh,
Isn't she adorable?
she's adorable.
Her little look-alike, Bubba, is going to have crystal clear blue eyes. He's the only one that's
Ooh.
going to have blue eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I, the boys are saying hello to the kitty cat. Aw. I did a chicken cam on Saturday before I
That
came
was
in.
so cool.
I
I
had a
loved that.
It was funny because I had a couple other people reach out to me and said that they really enjoyed that chicken cam, and I thought, "Well, that's easy to do," and I got the idea, and he better still be in the chat, but I got that idea from Randy. He made a comment, he said, "You should put a camera up, people will watch it," and I thought, "Well, I'll just do it. Why
You
not?
could
Not show
do
off
that
the
during the
girls."
week. Just
Yeah.
start the cam up and just let it run for an hour or something during the week.
I have one issue. The camera will turn off after 10 minutes. I figured that out.
Oh.
So I have to figure out how to keep that thing on so that way I can. And if I can figure that out, I'll put it to music. That actually is just one of our security cameras that we keep an eye on with the girls. We have several around that run, and I'm looking more for the predator type situation. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so that actually is just one of the cameras, and I thought, "Well, that's such a good idea," and Randy, thank you so much for giving me a tip on that one, and yeah, I had 2
Yeah.
people say, "I like that idea," so we may do that again just to check in
Oh,
on
I
the
think you
girls.
should. I really
Yeah,
think you should. That
yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, I confused a few people because they thought that that was gonna be the live, though. At the beginning of it, I was reading through and I'm like, "No, no, we're going live, but we're gonna do the chicken cam," and we have
Well, you could always put a little note in the chat and pin it to the top. Enjoy the chickens while you wait for the live.
I need to, or maybe do something that, like, scrolls across
A banner.
the banner. Yeah, yeah, so
Yeah.
it just this is just chicken cam time to see what the hens of Grace and Fire are up to right now, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they're all doing good. We today had, one of our fans, we've been getting ready because this heat's coming through, and, my husband was out in the run, he goes, "Glenda, do you smell bleach?" In fact, I was on the phone with Scott from Rambling with the Brooms when he actually was out there, and we were like, "Well, I thought I heard something out in the field," and he kept going around, he goes, "No, I'm smelling bleach. It's a bleach smell, Glenda. Did you pour bleach out here?" I'm like, "No." No, and he
Ooh.
goes, and so he figured it out. The fan that we put out there yesterday,
Uh-huh.
it's burning up, and to him, it smelled like bleach, so we had to get rid of it, and
Ooh.
then yeah, I'm glad we found it, like, he was out there, so it was found in time, but I had to go get a new fan for those girls because they can't be without circulation.
No.
It gets too hot. There's plenty of shade, but that heat, they need that circulation. So we had to take care of the girls today, but yeah, it's just been one of those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one kitten I might have to take to the vet on Thursday if she doesn't improve. My little spicy nugget has,
Uh-oh.
hmm,
She's
yeah, a little sweet
sassafras.
demon. She has managed to hurt herself. And I'm not positive how exactly, but everything okay?
I know where it's basically out of oil and I can't find any oil anywhere. So I just have to run it without any oil in it.
Check in that pickup. Um, we have
Oh,
Ronson
good.
here doing some projects for us outside, and he's mowing the lawn. But
Oh, Ronson! Come to
anyway,
Indiana.
um, she, I, I don't know for sure how she did it, but I have my theories. She has managed to hurt her front right leg, left leg. and she's not
Oh.
walking on it. And I called the vet, and they actually advised me to let her just rest because she is just resting. She's not getting up and playing or anything, which is totally out of character for her. And she's sleeping a lot. They told me to just let her rest. And if she's still not using the leg on Thursday, then to call and they'll get her in.
Oh.
So, anyway,
Mm-mm-mm.
we just need to pray that she will um, begin to use her leg so that I don't have to take her in.
Right, right. Oh,
So,
that's no fun. Well, I'm watching Sir Grace's puppy. He thinks he's still only like 2.
mm-hmm,
And when our little granddaughter was over, he was just so excited. And he's like, my Betty, my buddy, my buddy. And he was running the backyard like bat out of you know where.
uh-huh,
And his front right paw, it's sore. And so we've been watching him. I feel like he had a little bit of a limp to it, but not by much. I just know the boy really well.
mm-hmm,
So if you didn't know him, you wouldn't know. But I thought, so we're monitoring that. Of course, he has through the VA because my husband's a veteran. He has the VA's Trupanion insurance on the service dog.
mm-hmm.
Um, so I told Sir Grace, I said, let's just give it a few days, watch him. If it continues, then maybe we need to get him in with the vet and possibly with a chiropractor to work those joints out in his paw.
Yeah,
And then they can do also cold laser therapy, which they've done that before with him. It's just like a cold. It's a trying to think. It's like a wand, and it
mm-hmm.
it emits red lights that get below the
Right.
surface. So they just started doing that with humans. This type of therapy, um, and but within the canine industry, they've been doing it quite a while. So um, yeah, so it's something we may end up having to explore if I continue to see him walking. But he thinks he's 2 and he's not. He's 11. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's an old mister.
Well,
Yeah.
Spice
Yeah.
is 9.5 weeks, almost 10 weeks. And she's managed to hurt, I believe it's her knee in her
Mm,
front leg.
yeah.
And a little bit her back left leg is a little sore, not as bad as the front leg. She will walk on it,
Right.
but that front leg she's not walking on.
Hmm.
So
Poor baby.
I know
Well,
she doesn't
hopefully
want me
just maybe
to.
look. Oh, go ahead.
She doesn't want me to even touch the knee area.
Oh.
The paw, the ankle, and the elbow are fine, but that knee joint, she doesn't want me to touch.
Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Aw.
But you,
She almost looks like you remember the Aristocats? She almost reminds me of like an Aristocat.
yeah, Marie.
Marie, yes.
That's the same thing that Logan says.
Yeah. She almost looks like one, like little Miss Marie.
Yep, she has a bit
Aw,
of an attitude too.
she's got a
Oh, she sees
toot.
herself. She was looking at
Aw,
herself.
aw.
Bubba is something else. If I knew where he was, I'd get him. And
Aw.
she's looking at herself.
Aw.
Bubba is bigger than her. He's just a big old butterball.
Ah, so sweet. So sweet. Oh my goodness. She's
Yeah.
really getting up there too. They're getting, growing fast.
Yeah. I might have a home for at least one or two of the kittens. One
Oh.
of my neighbors, her daughter promised her daughters they could have a kitten. And I told my neighbor that they do best in pairs. And so her daughter just signed on her house on the 30th. So
Oh,
sometime soon, maybe, they might
nice.
come and pick out kitten or
Oh,
kittens. Hopefully they'll take two.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome. I love that.
yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Yes, I will. Rebecca, here, I'll put it up so you can read that. Rebecca said, Glenda, I sent you an email with a picture of the blanket. If you'd like to show it, you can. Sure, give me just a minute and I'll log in and we'll get that up and going. I'm always impressed by what Rebecca
She does
shares.
incredible work.
She does. As of right now, I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not coming. It might take just a minute to come through. I'll keep looking for it, but I don't see it just yet. But it's probably on its way, knowing how things, sometimes go slow. But I've got it up. So as soon as I get a ding, I'll pull it up and show it. I don't know if you've got it.
Let me check mine.
Okay. Yep. I just don't have it just yet.
Um,
Yep, I'm just waiting. Sometimes emails are slow.
yeah, it hasn't come through on my email. Let me check my phone.
Okay.
Ah, it's on my
Did you
phone.
can you forward that to me, the picture? And
On
then
on text or email?
on text, because I can pull that
Sure.
up with text. I'm thinking I can. We'll find out if I can.
And find the right. There we go.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my end, Rebecca. I checked my email. I've got it up. In fact, it'll go ping when it comes through. I should be getting one from.
It should have gone through. I just
Okay.
sent it.
Okay. I know. There we go. Ding. That's from Karma. And then let me figure out. Oh.
That's beautiful.
Oh, okay. Let me get out of that. And then let me see if I can do this. Share window. Uh, whoops, not that one. Stop sharing. Now you can see what I see. There we go. Wrong one. Um, let's see here. Now, cancel. That's not going to work. Why am I having trouble here? Not that window. Hi, hi.
Pick a window, any window.
Right. There we go. This one. Share this window. There we go.
That's so pretty.
Isn't that stunning? I love all the colors in it.
Yeah.
It looks like there's some grays and some browns in it.
So earthen.
It is. It's stunning. I love that, Rebecca. That is beautiful.
It is.
And it took both of us out. So put us back in. There we go. That is gorgeous, Rebecca. Good job on that.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I'm always like admiring her work. This silly arthritis in my hands, I'm just like, oh, this hurts. But to see other people doing it, it just warms my heart. Um, my grandmother taught me to crochet, and I always think about my grandmother when I do work. I have my own blanket. Let me see here. Right here. I did this blanket years ago. In fact, I did it when I lived in Idaho.
Oh,
That's how long
wow.
ago it was.
Wow.
And then
That's
it's got
gorgeous.
the fringe on the bottom.
That's like 30 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
30,
It's
almost 35.
well 30 for me. Well, actually it's 20. Hang on, let me think how old the kid
Didn't you
is.
say
20,
95-ish?
26, 26. I have a kid that he was a baby when we moved there, so 26. And he's 26 years old. He's almost 27.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, yeah. So anyhow, yeah, that's how old that blanket is, and I love it. But I did that one. Yeah, it's my Idaho work when I lived in Idaho. Yes, and it was beautiful. That Rebecca's is gorgeous. It really is. So, well, I was telling you, the weather has been nice. Well, speaking of my kiddos, two of my kiddos for Mother's Day gave me money, and I turned
Mhm.
around and I bought a clothesline. And
Nice.
oh, let me just say, oh, thank you so much, Arlene. Um, my husband cemented the pole in the ground,
Uh-huh.
and I got to use it today for the first time.
Oh,
And
fun.
because I've been waiting for the weather to warm up just a little bit, because there's something awesome about putting your sheets on the line in that
Uh-huh.
heat. And poor Scott, he kept calling me, he goes, "You are just like the crazy lady putting the clothes on the line." I'm like, I am. I am. There's just something refreshing about the outdoor scent that I
Mhm.
just love. So that's what I've been doing all day today is I've been washing clothes and putting it on the line. And I right before the live I was outside putting another load on, and he was on his way in. He can't be here tonight because he has a council meeting, but he was like shaking his head and he goes, "Sir Grace, Sir Grace." So yeah, yeah, but it's been so nice today. I've just sat back and I went, man, I just counting blessings. And I sent a picture of the first thing that I put on it. I sent it to the kiddos that bought it for me essentially. And I said, just so you know, Dad's got it cemented in. I'm using it now. And every time I put clothes on this line, I'm going to be thinking of you guys because you made your mama happy. I mean, it's a sweet gift, the
It
gift that keeps
is.
on giving. And I have another one, just a cheap one, but oh,
Ah, that one you can't see too well, but
oh, who
that's two different doilies that I made when I was crocheting.
oh, that is gorgeous.
The one on the right,
Yes.
it's called a pineapple doily, and I made a tablecloth that went with it.
Wow. I find a lot of those in thrift stores,
Uh-huh.
and I'm always buying those up. They're so pretty.
They're time consuming. Um, when you work with thread, that is
Yeah.
challenging.
Yeah, I buy those up. I'm not even lying.
That's another one that I did that one was a small one.
Wow.
I absolutely love working with thread. Um, it's one of my favorite things to work with.
Mm.
I was trying to find um
They are beautiful. Arlene said they're beautiful, Karma. They are.
this is a baby blanket. I don't know if that one's going to show up right, but oh, there we go. There.
There it
That's a baby
is.
blanket. Just lost it. Had a good angle on it. There.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That was a baby blanket that I made.
That's beautiful.
But I made a lot of thread work because that was the thing that I enjoyed doing most. And people, once they saw it, actually wanted to order um, doilies and things like that. And I made a lot of bibs and different things.
Speaking of bibs, this is what I made.
Oh, that's cute.
The dad is a huge Colts fan.
That's so cute.
So, yes, yes. And
Do you
then
know what amigurumi is?
Ama
With
Ama
crochet.
Amagami Ama
It's
it's not
called amigurumi.
well, I think that there's the Japanese call it with an A. I think they have a different with it, but
A
yes,
different pronunciation.
pronunciation,
Well,
yeah.
here is they always tell you that it's pronounced amigurumi.
Okay.
But anyway, it's crochet in the
Yep.
round.
Yep.
Okay. When I was first when I was first learning how to do amigurumi, or however you pronounce it,
Yeah.
um, I was still a learner, and my
Yeah.
tension was not the greatest.
Yeah.
And I was learning how to make these stuffed animals. And I got this pattern for this really cute fish. And I wanted to make this fish. And it was only supposed to be like 8 to 10 inches, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, this fish,
Oh, look
this
at
poor fish,
that. That's so
he,
cute.
he turned out to be about 18 to 20 inches long and about
Oh
14 inches
no.
around.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, he was the laughing stock of all my crochet work, but in a good humor way.
Oh.
He was so funny looking and so much fun to make
Ah.
because it was a big mistake.
Oh. Well, my oldest grandchild, friends of ours bought some and they're little bumblebees. Somebody had made them.
Mhm.
And the only thing was she didn't crochet the eyes. And
Mhm.
so little miss was trying to pluck the eyes out to put them in her mouth.
Ooh.
So she actually got some out of their set that I sent home and I kept a set. So I had to put it up until little miss gets a little bit bigger, but we have little bumblebees. I have a like a mama bumblebee and a
Oh.
baby bumblebee and then there's another set mama and baby that went home that got kind of destroyed. Um but yeah, but I've tucked away the other one till she gets a little bit older,
Uh-huh.
and then she'll leave those eyes alone when she's a little bit older. But I love stuff like that. We have a vendor at the farmer's market in
Mhm.
town, and she sells her artwork there, and it is so cool. So cool. All the little creatures. Oh, what's this one?
See if I can get a good. There we go.
Oh, that's beautiful. Did
The
you
way
make
the
that?
hearts have the little holes through them to
Yeah.
create the design, that's called fillet. When you leave the
Okay.
little holes to create a design or
Mhm.
to write in your crochet. You know
Yes.
those wall hangings that are crocheted? It'll say like "Bless this home" or
Mhm.
Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
That kind of work is called fillet.
Mhm.
When you actually create a design in your work where there's gaps in the work.
Hi, Grayson and Christian. I'm so glad you're here watching in. We're
Hi,
sending
Grayson. Hi,
lots of
Christian.
hugs.
Thank you
Lots of
for
hugs.
watching.
Yes, yes. Oh, that is so cool. Do you remember the fabric that you went, "Oh, that's so pretty," and I said, "Well, it's not done yet"?
Oh, the one I said would have made a beautiful dress?
Yes. So it's
Uh-huh.
done. I made a heat pad
Oh
to
my gosh,
put.
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so it like the butterflies go that way, but it's got the heat resistance on the inside of it, so that way,
Oh,
it won't transfer to your countertops. You can use this as a canning mat
oh,
as
that's
well.
gorgeous.
But isn't that sweet?
That is
So
beautiful.
so I
I still
quilted
think that'd be
that.
perfect fabric for a dress or a blouse.
I think so too. The fabric, if anybody is looking for it, it's at Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree not this. Not the trim, but this is
The
Dollar
butterfly.
Tree. Yeah, that's Dollar Tree fabric. And so I'm working on Christmas gifts and I'm hoping my eldest is not in chat because she's getting a sneak peek. But I did some of the dish mat, towels that you just to put
That's
up.
cute.
Yeah, just simple. And then I did see here, what's another one? Oh, if my eldest is watching, be quiet. Don't tell it. But this is Little Mrs. Blanket. It's got, oops, it's upside down.
Ooh.
And it's got the bumps on the back and the purple.
Oh,
So I've made her a blanket. And then I made some a bunch of these bowl koozies. So you put
oh, I've
your,
got some of those.
yeah.
Love them.
Yeah, they're kind of Christmassy themed.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I made, but we have a really unique Christmas party. So we do kind of like, so this is with the bigger family. We do kind of a yard sale. I don't like calling it a yard sale because there's no other way of describing this. Okay. So either you make something like,
Mm-hmm.
or some things to bring, or you hit up clearance sales or dirt cheap sales right throughout the
Mm-hmm.
year, or you just want to bring something from your home that you're ready to pass along, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we set it all out on a table, and then everybody draws. Oh, you do have it. There's some of my favorite things. I sent her a couple. Um,
They are wonderful.
I love mine. And they wash really nice too. So we set all of our items out on a table, and then everybody draws a number.
Mm-hmm.
And the first person to get number one or the one person that gets number one gets to be first in line to pick out what they want, and so forth and so on. It goes around. We do like 3 rounds of like, that you get to go. And
Mm-hmm.
then if there's still things left over, then it's free for all.
Cool.
So I decided, I have a lot of fabric in my home. A lot of it comes from the Goodwill bins, but then I also went to the going out of business sale with Joann's. I'm so bummed that they went out,
Yeah.
but I did stock up through them as well. So I thought, every chance I get, I'm gonna make a little something for Christmas, whether it be for the family yard sale, is what we call it, or I make it for my littles, um, and Christmas gifts from their grandmother. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, I'm going to start working now, because I've got a lot going on this year, a lot, and before I know it, Christmas will be here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do a little bit here and a little bit there, I'll be ready to go, and I won't feel the pinch by that point. And I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I personally like homemade gifts better than store bought.
Yeah.
A lot more thought goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just My kids are, well, a couple of my kids are that. One, not so much. He likes store-bought stuff, but okay. Well, there's always one in the crowd. But I have a
Right.
couple of kids that are about that store or about that homemade life too. And I think you just cherish it a little bit differently, you
Mhm.
know. I know like when my kiddos were little, my husband's aunt, my mother-in-law gave my husband's aunt some money to crochet blankets for each of my kids' baby dedications at
Mhm.
church. And I still have all of their blankets. And again, if my oldest is creeping, be quiet because the blanket that for your brother is going to be part of the baby shower gift. I found daddy's blanket. And I'm like,
Oh.
oh. So I've been slowly giving my kids their things just through baby shower gifts. So
That's
yes,
awesome.
I have another baby coming. I have not really shared that news, but I have another one
Oh.
coming.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we know what this little one's gonna be, and we're super over the moon. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
So, so I figure a little here, little there. We're gonna get
Yeah.
there. Grandma's got a lot of sewing to do now with all these littles running around.
Well, after my little fish disaster, I did learn how to hold or to get my stitches right
Oh
and
yeah.
everything. I started making these.
Oh, let me
But
make you bigger.
the color's really off. Wish I could get that color better. It's bright Bronco blue and orange. That's what it is.
Oh, it's for
Wish
the
that color was better.
silly
Ugh,
phone. But that's still
you
gorgeous.
can't get the color right. Oh, that's frustrating. Anyway, he's Bronco blue and orange because we have the BSU Broncos.
Yes.
And I had a lot of orders for these little horses.
Oh.
And I got all different colors of them. And I made them. And I made a lot of other little stuffed animals and stuff too. Um, but so my stitching got a lot better on the crochet in the round.
Well, speaking of crochet, the beautiful Niecy's in the house. Hey,
Well,
Niecy.
hello.
She crochets like she's like a Rebecca. She goes
Uh-huh.
100 miles an hour and crochets on things like all the time and makes some of the most beautiful things. Beautiful. And she does yarn hauls too. And yeah, I think it's just such a really cool thing to watch people
Hi,
do and see what they're
Katie. Thank you
creating.
for being here.
Oh, Katie's in the house. Hey, Katie. Oh, we are co-streaming. For those who are just joining, we are co-streaming. So, Karma Lewis Acre, or sorry, Lewis Acre Farm Karma. I always say it backwards because I'm like, it's the beautiful Karma, you know. But it's Lewis Acre Farm with Karma and Grace and Fire. We're co-streaming on both of the
Right.
channels. So if you're a little confused why you can't see somebody in
It's
the chat,
it's actually my show and Glenda's the co-host, but
yes.
she has the Restream premium and so she sets it up and then I bounce off of her stream.
Yeah,
So,
and yeah, I bought it before I knew I was ever gonna be a guest with the show, and yeah, I'm like, hey, I paid for this. I didn't. I mean, that was good timing, I suppose.
yeah, it just worked out great.
It
So,
did. It did. Oh, she said hi and thumbs up. Yeah, if you haven't hit the thumbs up on the channels,
yes.
we just ask that you do hit it once, 3 times, 5 times. Just keep it in odds and share
Right.
the lives out. We'd appreciate it. Yep. Okay. I'll check it. Let me go in and look, Rebecca, real quick. And I think something came through. Yep, it sure did. Let me. Oh, it's bluishy color. Okay, hang on. Let me open.
Have you ever watched any of Crafty Witch? Any of her channel?
I've heard of Crafty Witch. I know I have not
I've
though.
done I've done an interview with her, and it's all right, Bubba. Um, here's Bubba.
Oh,
Look at that big old belly.
oh, aren't
Show
you
him your big, beautiful blue
cute? That's
eyes.
cute. I'm saying hello and making my debut.
It's all right,
Oh,
Mommy. It's all right.
well, let me share this window. I've got Rebecca's. Oh.
That's gorgeous. That's absolutely
Oh,
gorgeous.
wait a minute. I pulled the wrong one up. Hang on. Sorry, Rebecca. Let me stop sharing. I thought I had the right screen. Hang on. There it is. And yep, that's that one. Sorry, Rebecca. We'll do it again. Let's try
There
again.
he
Yep.
is. There's Bubba. Anyway, Crafty Witch was doing all the live the other night, and she was making Snorlax, one of the Pokemon characters, and he
Aww.
was adorable. He was so cute. She makes a lot of those different characters from Pokemon and different. That's
Aww.
so
Isn't
pretty.
that stunning?
That is absolutely beautiful.
I think that's gorgeous. So pretty. I love the colors in it. Crafty Witch Andy and I do lives together a lot. Well, I'm gonna have to go check it out because I've heard of Crafty Witch.
Yeah,
She's been in
yeah.
the chat here too, but I know that I've heard of her before we like before I was introduced through your channel. I feel like I've heard of Crafty Witch.
Probably in Tuber Chat, maybe?
Maybe that's where I've
Because that's
heard.
where I met her.
Okay, okay. Yeah. That's probably where I've heard because I know the name sounds familiar. 100%. Well, I love seeing what people create. I mean, it's always, I mean, so cool. I have to tell you, not the creation. Well, speaking of creation, but not with the yarn. I have been working on this living fence. So Sir Grace's dog at home is German Shepherd. He's half German Shepherd and all German Shepherd mentality. I mean,
Uh-huh.
if you've come up to the property line, he's going to let you know he's half German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
So he is a good boy, and I'm not knocking him. He's well trained, well trained. If you saw him, you'd be like, okay, we're talking about the same dog. Because I told this to a friend of mine. She's like, are we on the same dog? And I'm like, yes, we are.
Hey,
So
Teresa.
hey, Teresa, you're not late. You're right on time. Um, but he pounces the fence line. The German Shepherd tells you you have broken the rules and you will move. And
Uh-huh.
so I told Sir Grace, I said, well, I think what I'm about 5 years ago, I said, why don't we plant some arbovitas? And so we did. And everybody and their brothers like, oh, these arbs are going to be so tall. I'm like, perfect. We'll put them up against the fence line. You know, if we measured off, they get 4 feet wide. So we measured 2 feet off and planted these arbs. And let me tell you, my arbs are no bigger than 2.5 feet. And I have one that's a foot tall. And we're talking 5 years later.
Ooh.
So I talked to an arborist about it. And I said, let me show you. He didn't believe me. So I pulled up my camera and I said, this is a live look at my backyard. And he went, you weren't kidding. So he said, what I would suggest is to put some cow manure down and mulch it and put some fertilizer in. So
Uh-huh.
we had a lot of rain a couple of months ago, and there goes the puppers letting everybody know you have broken the rules. And he pounced the fence. Well, in a bad rainstorm, our fence did this.
Ooh.
So we went out and we got it set back up. We do need to go back and cement it. We're letting the ground really make sure it's dried out. I think we're ready to fix it. But anyhow, so I have been creating a living garden, and I
Mm-hmm.
took that space. I took the guy's advice, the arborist advice with the cow manure and mulch it. And I have been planting like a crazy lady, going to Lowe's and Home Depot looking for the plants that were forgotten about and not watered. And they mark them down like $2 and $3. So I've been like stocking up on these perennials that are marked down $2 and $3
Uh-huh.
and putting them out in the garden. So this weekend we had Queen for a day, and my eldest made a comment. She's like, "Did you see what?" Talking to her husband. "Did you see what my mom did?" And the comment was, "It looked like this is an established garden." So I've not been sewing, but I've been going hitting up those clearance sales and sticking them in the dirt like no tomorrow. And yeah, I've been creating this garden, and I think it's going to work. The puppers knows that he's not allowed in the garden, and that's helping him from uh, hitting that fence. Remember, I'm half German Shepherd. He is all dog. He has scared off Amazon drivers, UPS drivers, and FedEx drivers alike. Um,
Uh-huh.
he's even scared off some of the solicitors that have tried to sell things at our house, despite the fact that we have no soliciting signs. He has scared them off. So I don't mind it so much that he's half
Right.
German Shepherd and half nutcase. Teresa actually got to meet him, and I'm sure he doesn't look like a German Shepherd, but he actually is. He looks like a wolfhound, but shorter. Um, but yeah, it's been one of those things. That's what I've been creating lately, this gorgeous garden. And so I'm really excited. Let's see here. Oh yeah, she's absolutely about that half price. Yep, yep, those half prices are so good. Oh, and then Becky said my sister makes junk journals. That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is really cool. And then Cassandra, aka Princess, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. That garden looks so nice now. And then I asked for Christmas for roses, and
Mm-hmm.
that I was trying to think of something like, what is everybody's budget for Christmas and keep it cheap, because I just, again, I'm a homemade girl, but if you want to buy me something that's the gift that keeps on giving. And
Right.
so my kids bought me rose bushes, I should say, and they're out there too. And it's when they finally do their first bloom next year, I'm excited. I'll have to do a video of it. It's absolutely going to be gorgeous. And then Nisi says hello to everybody. I don't know if she's on her computer, but if she's on her phone, it's hard to say hi to everybody. But she's saying hi to everybody in the chat. Is something
Um,
just
I have a problem here. I'm not ignoring everybody.
oh,
Uh, the power strip that my computer and my phone and my hearing aid charger are plugged into has decided to stop actually charging.
oh
Um,
no.
the light's on, but nobody's home. Um,
Uh-oh. Do you need a second?
I have 26% remaining on my laptop.
Uh-oh.
Um, so I will have to cut my side short today.
That's
It says
understandable.
I have about, what does it say? I have probably actually only about 20 minutes left on my battery before I will have to turn on dark mode, and I really don't want to go into dark mode. So
I'm not sure. I don't hear the chatter on the other side. Channel chatter occurring. Yeah, I don't hear
if you
it.
guys are hearing noise in the background, it's probably because my son is mowing our yard.
Ah. Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Bad battery. It shouldn't be cutting out. Bad battery.
but no, that's probably the noise you're hearing, and he's just outside my bedroom window right now.
Mm.
And another little one.
And there
He
could be little
decided to
kitty
come up. Let me
cats.
get the light back. There we go. This is Idaho Joe. He's
Oh.
the one whose life I saved, one of the firstborn of China's babies. Little Idaho, little
Aw.
Jojo.
So the dual stream is not it's only if the other web browsers are open, and I don't have it. Um don't you have chatters on your side? No, I don't. I'm not hearing it. Yeah.
Oh, well, people can chat on both sides, on both channels, if that's
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can chat on either channel. If you happen to know Glenda and not me, then you can absolutely go get in on Glenda's side. But if you happen to know me and not Glenda, then you can come and chat on my side.
Yeah.
And both of us get credit for the live stream. This one, if I can get my lighting back, this one is Happy. And she looks exactly like her daddy. And let's see, who is Junior to her? Her nephew, Junior.
Oh.
This one, her daddy's name is Phantom, and she is dark. She's real dark black. And her nephew, Junior, who is a week older than her, is much lighter, more brown.
Oh my gosh. No problem, Becky. Hello, Koala. Thank you for being in here.
Hi, Koala.
Aw, aren't you a cutie patootie? Looks like
She's so
about nap
easygoing.
time. Say, she looks like she's about ready to take a nap.
Don't you just
Hmm.
love her eyes
She's
outlined in white?
gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
Her name is Happy, and she's named after the Happy Cat Sanctuary in Long Island that burned down.
Aww.
Okay, no problem, Rebecca. You stay safe.
And then Becky said she's about to get a storm too. She said she'd be right
Okay,
back.
okay. You be safe
Yes.
too.
And Koala is lurking. Aw, that's so sweet.
Come here, Star. Oh, here's Star. Yeah.
Aw.
She's a star.
She's
And she has a stripe,
beautiful.
so she's stars and stripes.
Oh, she's a
See her
cutie.
little stripe on her face?
Yeah, I sure
That's how
do.
I know which one she is.
Minnie Pearl looks like a cat that I had. I don't know if you look, so
This one?
there's Minnie Pearl.
Yep, this is Minnie, and she's got too many busies to do to stick around.
She's got other important tasks to be a kitten.
Yep. She wears a bracelet. Can you see her
Oh,
little bracelet?
I can. Oh, so cute. Oh, they're getting
Thank you,
so
Minnie.
big and quite playful too.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. Uh-oh.
There we go. I'm
Okay,
back.
okay.
But I think
Cool.
I've got a little helpers over here messing with the cords. Maybe not.
Oh man.
Trying to teach them that cords are no-nos is not easy.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so, because cats are intrigued by things like that. Aw. Well, who are you grubbing now? Aw.
This is Chris. He's also named for, well, he's named for the owner of Happy Cat Sanctuary, who
Aw.
lost his life trying to save his cats in the fire.
Mm. Such a sweetie. He looks like a little gentleman.
He is. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh.
Okay, you
And
can
if
go
you
back
guys
to
are
sleep.
in Karma's area, you can adopt a cat too if you're close
I would
by.
even be willing to drive a couple hours to meet up with somebody
Yeah.
if you're interested. I've got cats from ages, I think the Grand Queen is somewhere between 2 and 4. She's needing a home, and then the 4 girls are 1 year old, and their 5 brothers are 8 months old, and then the kittens are 9 months. I mean, 9 weeks, 8 weeks, and 6 weeks.
Nice. Nice. So hit her or just reach out to her. Uh-oh. Somebody climbing up your back.
Here, you. It would be this one,
Ah,
the one you like,
mini pearl.
little Minnie. I have that
Oh,
happen quite frequently. Somebody comes up behind me and gooses me or tries to get my back.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I wish
Oh, thank
Ellie
you
would
for
come out.
look, Alfonso's in. Hi, Alfonso.
Alfonso, welcome. I have an email almost ready to send to you about your interview.
Awesome.
I tried to get it off to you last night and couldn't keep my eyes open, but I will get it off to you. I'm working on it. It's almost ready. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
they've
Uh,
had their nap and now they're up and they're pestering. So
oh,
you're
oh my goodness.
right here in my face, pestering me.
I know, sweet kitty cat. Very much so. Very, very much so. Oh.
Hi, Bubba. Jumped up and got my fingertips.
Aw. Oh.
Anyway, they keep me hopping, I'll tell
They
you.
do, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Aw. Well,
So,
it's been an hour and I don't want your computer to go kaput. So I probably
right.
better let you go.
Yeah,
Or everybody in
probably.
general. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Anyway, I have had fun today. It's nice to just kick back and hang out with friends. And don't forget that we do have a giveaway once
Mhm.
a month.
Yes.
You never know when the giveaway is going to happen. It could have happened today, but we didn't communicate. And so it couldn't happen today. But it might happen next week. But then again, it could happen the last Tuesday of the month. I'm not sure. And it could happen at the beginning of the live, it could happen at the end of the live, or somewhere smack in the middle.
You
So
never know.
you don't want to miss Taco About It Tuesday. No tacos required.
None whatsoever.
And although if you want tacos, help yourself. We won't stop you. And come back out of the shadows. There we go.
Ah!
And So you don't want to miss. Unfortunately, due to the cost of shipping, the giveaways, unless it's on Amazon and you can receive it through Amazon, it is for the lower 48 only.
Mm-hmm.
But we will do a giveaway once a month, both on my channel and on Glenda's. So there's two
Yep.
chances every month to win something from us.
Yep.
And it's not sponsored by Restream or YouTube or the potential companies that the prize comes from.
Nope.
It is purely from our own hearts, because we want to bless our audience.
Absolutely.
And so, what do you have coming up this week?
Well, on Saturday, but you have something before me on Thursday.
Yes, I
So
do.
I want to make sure you plug that first because that's first up.
I will have chapter 11 of the Names of God series video
Yes.
coming out on Thursday. I cannot believe it. We're in the home stretch
I was
on
going to
this.
say that's flown. That's why I was like 11 already. My
I know.
goodness.
And there's 15 chapters in the book that we're doing. Um, when we finish the book, I have had several people mention that they would love to have a live stream where those who have watched the video series from beginning to end, or even if you've only caught a couple, can come together and we can actually talk and chat about what we've learned in the series. So I am going to put that together. Hi, Joe. Um, we will have a live stream following chapter 15 of the book so that we can uh, discuss what we've learned throughout the series, and possibly talk about if there's another book that we would like to do. I have some really interesting books that I want to read and haven't had time. It would give me an excuse to read them. Um, so that is coming up, but this week will be chapter 11, and that will be on Thursday, hopefully, if I can get it recorded and edited in time. So,
And then on Saturday at 4:45 Eastern Standard Time, we have a lazy night chat. And it's just catching up with friends and taking it easy, grabbing your favorite beverage, maybe a snack. Because I've been known to have my pirate booty snack on the channel too, to sit there
hey,
eating
if you
that.
guys have not made it to Lazy Saturday Chat, you're missing it. Let me tell you. You think you have fun here and Glenda can carry a show on Tuesdays. You need to make it to Lazy Saturday. It is fun and just as relaxing and easygoing. You need to be there. You
It
need to
it
be there
really
and
is.
support Glenda.
It's fun. And I was telling the ones that were in the chat last week how much I appreciate every single one. And I genuinely mean it. And here, oh my gosh, both of these lives, we have like the best audience. To
We
be
do.
honest, I mean, I enjoy chatting with each and every single person both on both nights. It's the best. It
Mm-hmm.
really is. And it was really hard for me to be committed to the Saturday night. And now I'm just like, I look forward to that. And then that got me ready
Mm-hmm.
for the Tuesdays. And now I'm just like even more like, can we get to? And I'll go. Is it Tuesday yet? Is it Saturday yet? Because I just love
I
chatting with
miss it when I
everybody.
can't be here. I
Yeah.
totally miss it. I look forward to my Glenda time and my chat people,
Yes.
seeing what all you have to say, what you've been up to, seeing who's going to make it in. I want to
Yes,
know
me
who's going to
too.
make it this week. And
Me too. And even the ones on the replay, I know that,
yeah,
sometimes we have busy lives, but we have people who catch the replay and they'll put hashtag replay. And I'm going, you are the best. You are the
I
best.
I want to see who comes to replay. I would love to see more people commenting.
Yeah.
Even if you've watched the live, go back and put in there just a quick little
Hashtag
good
replay
show or a
crew.
thumbs up or a heart or something to let us know that you appreciated the live, that you were
Yeah.
here, because that helps us as creators to know that it's making a difference in somebody's life.
And I love seeing those comments. I know, like, I can't catch everybody. I try my best. And in fact, I have Randy's video. If he's still lurking, I got to go back and be on that replay crew for his mail call that he
Mhm.
had done. Because he did tag me in it. So I get the replay crew because I'm the queen of the replays, but
Yeah.
I absolutely love and appreciate. And then even at the meetups, Teresa Jukowitz, I still think about when I got to meet her at the Kentucky meetup, and Sir Grace made an ink pen and she won it. And,
Oh.
I love doing the giveaways. I absolutely enjoy it online. I
Mhm.
love it. I love it. I love it. Teresa stole my heart whenever she got so excited that she won a Sir Grace pen, and I got to be right there watching her name get drawn, and
Oh.
I still think about it. I mean, like, that in itself, and it blessed my husband. Teresa, we still talk about you and how you blessed my husband just by just being you, and we got to see your reaction, and let me tell you, she's one of the ones that gives a really good hug too.
Oh,
She
that's
is.
sweet.
She is. She is. So, okay, so Saturday night we have the lazy Saturday night chat. So come on
Mhm.
back for that, and then we want people to sign up. I dropped the Google form now, y'all. So
Yeah.
please sign
And I
up to do
put it
Meet Me Monday.
I put it in the description of every video that I do, every live that I do. May not have gotten it in my Tuesdays because Glenda
Yeah.
sets that up, but it's in all my other videos. The link is there. It's in the About section. So if you
Yep.
are a creator and you have content on your channel, there's a form that you can fill out. Or
Mhm.
if you can't find the form, you don't want to fill the form out, please send me an email and say, hey, I'm interested in an interview.
Or,
That'll work too.
can I suggest something? Even if you're thinking about being a creator, but you're just someone that just wants to, kind of like test the waters to see if this might be something for you. I'm thinking of a few viewers that, faithful viewers that we
Hmm.
have, and just kind of test the waters to do a live and see how it feels. I Karma is amazing, amazing with calming nerves. Um, that would be just a great way to get your feet wet to see if you want to do it. I would even say that too. And I'm thinking of a few of our viewers that are pretty faithful. I'm like, I'd love to hear from you too. I think you got a story to share, and what draws you in. So
Okay.
I think that might be something fun. Oh, you are so welcome. And yes, a blessing to everybody. Oh, well, we think the
You,
world of you. We have some of the best viewers, I have to just
you
say.
do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then we're going to have Talk About It Tuesday coming next week at 5
Yes.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Mountain.
Mhm. And we hope you guys
Yeah,
will come back to that.
absolutely. We
Yeah.
love seeing you every week. It just is a
Yeah.
blessing, and I can hardly wait for Tuesdays.
Oh, they're the
I
best.
just,
They're the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
So, well, thank you to everybody for joining us today. And come on back, and we'd love to have you. And please fill out that Google form for us. Carmo just really would appreciate being able to share you guys out and support you guys. So fill that form out, okay? Do it
Yeah.
for me. So,
All right.
no problem, no problem, Teresa. You have a wonderful week. to each and every single one of you guys, and we'll see you next week.